Imagine a world grappling with the aftermath of devastating continent-wide wars, desperate for stability, and a way to prevent future conflicts. How do nations, even rival ones, come together to create a lasting peace, a system that effectively governs international relations for decades? The concert of Europe was fundamentally shaped by the collective will and active participation of its five major powers: Austria, Britain, Prussia, Russia, and eventually France. These great powers, as they were known, created and maintained a system of diplomatic conferences and mutual agreements to uphold peace and the established order following the tumultuous Napoleonic Wars. This system worked because these powers shared a common interest in avoiding another continent-wide conflict and preserving conservative monarchical rule. They believed that by consulting with each other and balancing their individual ambitions, they could collectively deter aggression and suppress revolutionary movements. The idea was to prevent any single nation from dominating Europe, much like France had under Napoleon. The great powers primarily shaped the concert through a series of congresses and conferences, starting notably with the Congress of Vienna in 1815. Here, they redrew borders, restored monarchies, and established mechanisms for future discussions. They also intervened in other nations' affairs to put down liberal or nationalist uprisings, demonstrating their commitment to the conservative status quo. For example, Russia, Austria, and Prussia actively worked to suppress revolts in areas like Italy and Spain. A key, often overlooked, aspect was the concept of intervention based on the principle of legitimacy, which meant upholding the rights of hereditary monarchs against popular revolts. This unofficial doctrine, while controversial, allowed the great powers to act in concert. Another vital element was the Quadruple Alliance, initially binding Britain, Austria, Prussia, and Russia, which later expanded to include France, becoming the Quintuple Alliance, solidifying their shared commitment to the peace. Understanding the concert of Europe reveals how a deliberate, if often self-serving, collective effort by dominant nations can re-establish order and manage international relations. It highlights the intricate balance between national interests and shared goals, providing a historical precedent for how powerful states can, through continuous dialogue and a common agenda, strive to prevent widespread conflict and influence the trajectory of an entire continent.